Ambassador Dina Mufti, spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ethiopia. Would you brief me the objectives of this business, trade and diplomacy training?
Okay, I thank you very much. The main objectives of these trainings are the following. One is to update them on the current domestic and international situations so that they can effectively deal with their counterparties in the rest of the world. And also, it is the objective of this training to help them strengthen their communication skill in tune with the current level of diplomatic practices. Another major objective of this training would be to impress on them that the traditional diplomatic practices of state-to-state relationship is being substituted by as many as stakeholders like business, academia, civil societies, NGOs, etc. And it's also to deepen their understanding of the domestic policies of the nation in view of the international situations. And basically the international situation is being changed. There are change of the international settings, and from the unipolar system to the multipolar system. There are new emerging states who are taking the center stage in the international economic activities. In a nutshell, it is about strengthening the skill and understanding of our invoicing diplomats abroad and in the head office, how to go about effectively undertaking economic diplomacy, which is the center of our foreign policy, which takes the center stage of our foreign policy.
Thank you, Ambassador. May I continue my questions with regard to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and UNDP partnership in promoting the development process of Ethiopia, which is going on well?
The partnership between Ethiopia and the UNDP, which is one of the specialized agencies of the United Nations, is actually one of the significant component parts of the relationship of Ethiopia with the UN. Ethiopia, as a member of the UN, is also a member of so many specialized agencies of the United Nations, and the UNDP is one of it. The partnership between the UNDP and the Ethiopia is deep. Particularly, UNDP is forthcoming in helping Ethiopia's capacity building in the fields of economic development. For example, the migration, the diaspora project support is to be mentioned in this case. The recent activities by the UNDP in resource mobilizations on behalf of Ethiopia is very important. This is an upstream support. It goes actually with the very ideals and objectives of the Ethiopian GTP, implementing the GTP, and basically it is aimed at influencing the higher leadership so as to lead the overall development activities of the countries. So the relationship between the UNDP and Ethiopia is manifold, it's deep, it's very strong, but it has to be further strengthened, it has to be further deepened.
Thank you, Ambassador. One last question, if you have any suggestion with regard to our partnership.
Well, my suggestion is the partnership is good, it's something to be praised, but it has to be further strengthened as well, because Ethiopia has GTP. This GTP is actually one of the it takes center stage of the Ethiopian performance right now. So in order to realize the objectives of the GTP, in order to effectively implement the GTP, the relationship between the UNDP and Ethiopia is very, very critical, and I hope this relationship will be further strengthened.
thank you, Ambassador, for giving me this opportunity to take this brief, and thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.